just so exciting. I got really excited. I got really excited when I was invited to come, and I was really, thank you a lot for, you know, coming and stuff. Yeah, I was billed as the youngest working comedian for a long time. I prefer Prodigy, really. Hasn't really caught on yet. Fun fact, my mom is deaf. You're a pin drop. It's okay. It's totally cool. It's fine. She's not here. No, it's cool. So my mom is deaf, and it's really funny because as a little, I'm really glad she is, because I would have been grounded a lot more as a kid if she wasn't. But as a little kid, I always thought my mom was lying to me. I thought she was a spy, and she could actually hear. So I would test out my theory. I would sit in the backseat of the car and just wait. I don't know why I looked like that as a kid, but I did. And my mom would just drive. And then when the moment was right, and it was silent, not like she knew the difference, really, I would go, "Ooh!" And my mom would just, "Well played, spy woman. Well done." I always had this weird fascination as a kid about scaring my mom. Don't know why. I was a weird kid. I would sit in the backseat of the car again. A lot of stuff happened to me in the backseat of the car. I would sit there, and one day she was driving me back from a show because I was a loser, and I was in the back seat, and it was dark, and I said to myself, you know, it would be kind of funny if I just scared my mom while she was driving. That would be funny. Entertaining. So I was like, how am I going to do this? And I thought about it. I was like, this is it. So I rolled down my window. And I stuck my hand out the window. And then smacked the driver's side window. And my mom went, hoo-ah! And she drove all around, and I was like, ha-ha-ha! 2 points to me. But then I was like, Mom, wait, what did you just say? And she goes, hoo-ah! And I was like, what? She said, you know, hoo-ah. And I was like, you mean whoa? Awkward. Is that how you say it? Mm-hmm. I guarantee you, somebody here tonight is going to come up to me after the show and they're going to say, is your mom really deaf? Yes, she really is deaf. Some people come up and they go, well, she doesn't look deaf. Like, that's because we took her ear patches off earlier. I had a deaf dog once, because that's the same as a parent. Well done. Or I love the people who think they can sign, and they know sign language, and they go, hey. What'd I say? Nothing. Because you're an ass. Keep trying, my friend. Keep trying. I did a show I was in Jacksonville at the airport, and I was getting ready to go over some new material that I was writing on the airplane, and I said to this couple, I said, excuse me, do you mind if I tell you a joke? And I'm a comedian. They're like, yeah, that'd be great. So I'm going along my bit, and afterward, this guy came up to me, and he was like, hey man, where are you from? I said, oh, I'm from Maine. And he was like, where? I was like, you know, Maine, lobsters and stuff. And he was like, oh, isn't that like a part of Canada? I was like, no, we identify as a state, but thank you, you know. And he was like, do you guys have polar bears up there? And I was like, that's a good question, because do we have polar bears in Maine? Like, I don't know what's up in Aroostook County, like, what's up there? No. But then I was like, I'm gonna mess with this guy. So I was like, yeah, how do you think we get around? Off to the grocery store! I did a show a couple years back in Houlton, Maine. Anybody here know Houlton, Maine? No one. This joke is gonna go real well. To get to Houlton, you've got to go where the highway ends. Even the highway is like, this is stupid. I can't go any further. You're passing through towns that don't have names, they're numbers. That's cool. Where do you live? 72. No, numbnut. Where do you live? 72! But I get up to Houlton, Maine, and I'm doing a show at the John A. Miller Civic Center. I'm going to say that again to let it soak. John A. Miller Civic Center. I thought I hit the big time. I was like, this is it. I'm playing a Civic Center. It's going to be great, and it's going to be awesome. And I get up there, and I get to Houlton, and there's a barn with the letters painted on the side, John A. Miller Civic Center. And I said, this is bullshit. This is not what I wanted. And they said, you should get a feel of Houlton and go out and see a farm. And I was like, that's a great idea. So I went out, and the farmer was like, would you like to milk a cow? I was like, yes, I do. As a matter of fact, yes, I do. So we went to where all the cows live, in the little cow jails. That's all they do all day long. And then I saw the things that I was like, I don't think so. And he said, no, it's easy. Just get under and give her a good tug. Well, you tug on her. I was like, all right. This is so wrong. And I was thinking, who milked the first cow? Like, who was frolicking in a pasture and saw a cow? And they were like, I'm a yank on those. Some of you are wondering why I'm still doing this. That's vulgar. It's awful. If you see dangly things, you just don't go tugging on them. It would ruin your relationship with your grandmother. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So my mom's deaf. The one question we get all the time is, how do you talk to your mom? And the simple answer is, we text. But sometimes we're not in places where we can't text, so I call her on this thing called the Video Sorensen Relay Service. Take notes, kids. And it's a really cool system where there's an interpreter, and they can see my mom, and she can see them, and they're signing back and forth, and the interpreter's on this little headset, little phone with me, right? So the problem with the whole system is you don't get to choose who your interpreter is. So sometimes I'll see that my mom is calling, and I'll hear, hi, Zach, this is Mom. No, it is not. Sir. And because she's my mother, she'll ask embarrassing questions. Did you pack enough underwear? Thank you. How's the diarrhea? It's good. Thank you for asking. The worst part of the whole conversation is when we hang up the phone. I love you. I love you too, strange man posing as my mom. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.